Was it what they were doing defensively, and as far as them setting tempo and pace of the game, kind of threw you guys a little bit tonight?
Well, there's a lot of fouls, a lot of holding, and they switch all the screens, and then they kind of get underneath you and don't let you cut anywhere, and so it's hard to run clean offense. So I think that was certainly part of it. Offensively, I thought, or defensively, we did a really good job, so there wasn't a lot of open, easy looks for them. It's really exciting if you let Lucy get going, and if you let Michaela Williams shoot threes, and if you let Vigil drive it to the basket. But we did a good job defending those things. So the combination of things, it was just points were hard to come by both sides. And so I think probably that added to the way we defended their strengths and the way they defended us in general. And there were a lot of fouls committed. I'm not saying that they did or didn't do a good job with the officiating, but there were just foul after foul. I think there were teams in bonus every quarter, multiple teams. So it kind of tends to be that way if there's that type of fouling and just overall play.
Was it good to kind of get that grinded out type of game for your club in this late juncture of the season?
I mean, I prefer the ones that aren't grinders. I think the players do too. I think in the locker room they're happy, but not the same kind of happy as if it feels good and we're just able to pass it around and go everywhere we want, and everybody making shots. The shooting percentage wasn't as good as it has been recently, and so some people, Townie's been shooting the heck out of it, and she wasn't quite as on fire today. So I prefer the ones that are. It wasn't like it was a last minute possession or situational, so I think they're all good. You have to win different ways. We don't know who we're going to see in the WCC tournament. We don't know who we're going to see in postseason, and so you have to figure out how to win against different defenses, different offenses. So, it's a good one to have behind us and move on to the next one.
It's been November since you were coming off a loss, so this is kind of strange territory for you. What was the attitude coming into this?
Well, we had great practice. We had 3 great days of practice, and I think our team was committed to the fact that just because we lost, it wasn't to this or that or anything, except for all it was we needed to be better today than we were on Saturday. It wasn't necessarily, it was who we were and how we played last time, and so we wanted to play better than that. We wanted to rebound better than that, which we did do a better job of today. We wanted to work for team shots. The bigs posted up really hard. The ball didn't go to them every single time, but that was an area that we were not strong in the last game. You guys know how many points they scored, 2 amongst them. And so they really wanted to, whether the ball went there or not, they wanted to draw some help and draw some attention. They drew, I think, 14 or 15 fouls, those post players did today. So it was a much better effort by those guys, and I liked the way we responded.
Was it like having Katie out there just on the court side with the team? Was it nice to have her there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's a huge part of our team, so we want her with us whenever we can. She's been with us. I mean, she traveled with us. So it's, just like normal, minus the knee brace.
With Breast Cancer Awareness Night, Coach, why is it so important for your team to use this platform to talk about something so important?
Well, our team has all been affected by this. I was mentioning it on the radio prior. Everybody except for one player, coach, manager, has one or multiple people who've been affected by breast cancer or other cancers. And, it's become a signature in women's sports. I don't know why we only do it in women's sports, but, it's important for us. I know that we had the jerseys today. The girls were excited about that, just to just give another step towards, we care about it, and we want to draw awareness and funding and hope that, those guys and their kids and the next generation, it's not such a prevalent disease in women especially.
You mentioned the uniforms. Those are pretty slick. How is the team feeling about those? And is there an extra confidence when you get to wear new jerseys like that?
Oh, I don't know. They feel good. They fit them well. So I think they're excited just to have something new. And we've been talking about pink jerseys for a long time, and it just hasn't come to fruition. So I know that they do like them, and they were excited to wear them. It was a surprise to them until earlier this week. I think we did a little photo shoot, and so they didn't even know about them. So it was fun.
This time of year, is it hard to blot out that national picture, the whole NCAA seeding and hosting and all that, and kind of focus one game at a time?
I think after Saturday, to be honest with you, it's a whole heck of a lot easier. I think, there's the mounting pressure of the streak and of the undefeated conference season and of all the what ifs or what we could. And now that one's over, I feel like they have a little bit of weight lifted off their shoulders. Not that they were thinking about it too much, but they're all on Twitter and Instagram and social media, and they know that it's out there. I think they did a good job of trying to stay focused, but at the same time, it's that part, there's no streak. The streak is 1, and so we're hoping to make it 2. And I think it's gotten a little bit easier in that regard, that we just really need to get back to that next game mentality, and that we're going to just control what we can control. And after every game and every situation and every injury or every basket, you can still only control what you can control.
With the percentages, what were they doing to just disrupt this offense tonight, especially in that first half?
I think they were definitely pressuring the ball, and then also like pressuring a lot in the big. It was a really physical game inside, especially. So, yeah, they were just kind of getting to us with their pressure.
The fact that the Wolves were having success early on, how much did that open things up for you?
I think it definitely helps. The more like we can go inside, the more I'm open and Jill's open and the Twins are open on the outside. So I think it really plays to like just how our offenses run, just to be able to go inside out.
A long time since you guys were coming off a loss. What was the attitude going into this game? Just trying to focus and get back on that mojo.
Yeah, I think we definitely came in with a lot of like fire. That loss, it stung. So we wanted to come out and play our best in front of our fans.
Knowing that, a win Saturday means you at least share part of that WCC title, is that something that you're thinking about a lot?
Yeah, for sure. I think we're definitely thinking about that title, and also playing hard for our seniors. It's going to be seniors night, and we want to just like play hard for them, especially Katie.
It's nice having her around. I know she traveled with you and
Yeah.
obviously out there tonight. What's it, I know she was someone who definitely had a spark whenever she's on the floor. Does she have that same effect there courtside with you?
Yeah, she's in every practice, every weight session, like cheering us on, helping us, giving us tips on like how to be better. So she's definitely still like a team leader for us. Really look up to her.
For you and your teammates, how important is it to get to be a part of Breast Cancer Awareness Night and continue that fight?
I think it was really important. Like this whole week we've been talking about it. We had a couple of breast cancer survivors come in, talk to our team. And this year we had our pink jerseys, so it was really good. And I think something like we always look forward to our pink games.
Lisa said those jerseys were a bit of a surprise. What was the team reaction to
Yeah.
those?
We're all super excited. We're really happy, you see like the other teams have the pink jerseys, so we're really excited to get them this year.
Make it tough. I know it was a tough shooting for you this game, especially that first half. What were they doing defensively to disrupt you?
When teams want to switch everything, that always changes our offensive flow. Probably any team's offense. So that's something to adjust to. But they're such a physical team, and we just have to match their physicality and find alternative ways to execute our offense in different ways, probably. And then I think just the second half, we really adjusted and executed much better, knowing how physical they were.
Nothing wrong with
Sorry.
nothing wrong with winning with defense, though. You guys locked them down.
Oh, no, nothing's wrong with that. Defense, I think, is what drives us into offense and gets us going. And because, it's great to get a rebound or a steal and then get going on offense. And so I think our defense really showed this game.
I think three-point defense was a priority today after St. Mary's shot pretty well.
They have a few good players who can catch and shoot, and I think knowing which ones those were and playing personnel like we did today a lot better than we did on Saturday against St. Mary's is what really took that part of their game out, and so I thought we did a really nice job.
It's the type of game that really kind of gets you ready for March, because it seemed like a grinder type game you'd play in March.
Oh, yes. Towards the end of season for conference, it always is. Every team is playing tougher and harder and more physical, and even against us and us against them. And so I think this is such a great practice, like you said, getting into March and getting into our tournament at the WCC.
Saturday, it's very well your last game here. Who knows what happens with the tournament and where the teams end up playing, but you thought about that a lot this week, knowing that it could be the last time you play at McCarthy?
Sunday is when I kind of hit the last stretch of home games that I know, but my focus this week was for today's game in San Francisco, and now will be for Saturday, and I think it might hit me a little bit more just because I know the next game is my senior night. But I'm excited. I'm excited to play out there with the girls and just to have fun and play for everyone who comes to support us.
Will you have more? I know you're not too far from here, being from Moses Lake, but will you have a lot more family at this game on Saturday?
I had a lot today and Saturday for sure. I'm having a lot of my family there, probably almost all of them, and then a lot of close family friends who have been part of my life and my career and growing up and playing and getting me to where I'm at today.
How ready are you to talk in front of everyone after senior day?
Huh?
How ready are you to give a talk in front of everyone after senior day?
I haven't really given much thought. I know Katie and I have been talking about it, but I know it's going to be hard. But I know I'm so thankful for everybody who comes out and supports us, and I appreciate everything. And I'm just excited to play Saturday and then look how far we go afterwards and win the tournament, hopefully.
How special is this breast cancer awareness night for you and your teammates?
It's very special. We, a lot of us have family members, friends, people who's inspired us, who's had breast cancer and who's survived it. And going out there today, we wanted to play for them and we wanted to play for the cause. And I think it meant a lot to us today. And we're just so inspired by those who have survived, and we know we inspire them. And so we just wanted to play for them today.
The other senior on this team, Katie, just how much leadership has she provided, even though she's not on the court anymore?
I mean, she's still using her voice. She's helping us out on the sideline in practice, or helping us in practice by passing, giving the extra. She does what she can for us in any way, and I think it's hard for her, but she's finding her ways to still have her voice and show her leadership on the court.